Do silver and gold investors have reason for optimism right now? It's been a rough couple weeks for investors in precious metals. However, we're getting news reports from mainstream media including CNBC, talking about bright prospects for silver and gold. We're going to break it all down in this video and see what we have to expect in the coming weeks, months, and quarters. We're going to talk about inflation. We're going to talk about fake silver on the market, a very hot topic right now. We're also going to talk about a recent article from the Wall Street Journal. We're going to do all that with our good friend, the world famous coin shop, Chris. Chris, what do you make of CNBC publishing an article stating that we could see $2,500 gold in 2024?
Well, Ron, first of all, it's good to be back in the basement, even though you're not in the basement, but it's good to be back.
Good to have you.
Yeah, I really think we could see 2,500 gold plus, Ron. When it's going to happen, everybody wants to know when. When. We don't know. Nobody knows. It's going to take a lot of stuff to go wrong, and we're starting to see stuff going wrong, and the dollar's going to collapse eventually. When, don't know. But I just like to keep on stacking. I'm not a big gold stacker, as you know, Ron. I'm kind of like you. I'm in this. I'm really hard into silver right now. But really, we got to look at silver and platinum. I mean, both of them are off their 50% lows, and goes at nearly its all-time high. It's really silver and platinum right now. I mean, Neil from Neil Hahn Dynasty is right.
Yeah, well, we know that the analysts that there were 4 or 5 of them that CNBC talked to, several of them, they think they know. They think we're going to get $2,500 gold in 2024. I think that once we breach that 2,100 level, we're going to zoom right up there. Actually, I'm calling for $2,600 gold. But I agree with you 100%. Silver and platinum could have even more explosive moves. We're talking about like a 26% increase in gold for it to get the $2,500. But we could see 50, 60, 70% potential increases in the platinum price now and silver price. Now, the other interesting article, the Wall Street Journal, Chris, the Wall Street Journal had a front page article about gold on their business and finance section. They brought up this point that gold is becoming increasingly more popular. And we're also talking about silver and platinum, of course, when we talk about gold. But individual investors are becoming much more interested in the precious metals. Any thoughts on that?
Well, people are waking up and doing what the big banks are doing, the central banks. Central banks are buying, they're buying all the metals, really. They just kind of talk about gold all the time. But gold, nowadays a tier 1 asset, and really silver is too, and platinum is probably not far behind it, Ron, to be honest with you. But, everybody wants to talk about the central banks buying gold. That's great. So we all need to be doing what the big banks are doing. The central banks know what's going on, and they're doing it. It's right in front of our faces, but most people are not awoken yet. And when the herd comes home, people are gonna sit back and look and say, "What the heck happened here? Why didn't we know about this?" Well, it's right in front of your face.
Right. Well, and what do you mean when you say the herd, Chris?
Well, just when the cows come, get out loose. I mean, we see, all these video games. We talked about this before. The gold coins, the silver coins, platinum coins. Maybe not so much platinum coins, but it's look at World of Warcraft. You got gold, silver, and copper coins. Yeah. It's in our DNA, like Lynette Zane said. It's in every, not in every video game, but it's all about gold. It's right in front of our eyes, and it's like a hidden feature where nobody's really paying attention to it.
Yeah, if I ask my 11-year-old twin daughters, what's the most valuable thing, they always say gold. right? And then silver, just because, like you said, it's even at 11 years old, they've been trained of the value of the metals. The other, I don't have the article in front of me, but the other thing the Wall Street Journal brought up was the result of this Gallup poll that said that Americans, like 2 years ago, it was only like 15% of people thought gold was a good long-term investment, and now it's nearly doubled. I think it was 26 or 28%. So it seems like more and more people are gaining an interest. Let's switch gears here real quickly and just talk about silver. The silver to gold ratio, it now takes 84.69 ounces of silver, almost 85, to buy 1 ounce of gold. Do you think that demonstrates, what do you think that's telling us about the upside potential for silver once gold actually does move?
It's a huge upside. I mean, the numbers can be for to mine an ounce of silver run. It's somewhere between $20 and $22. Now, we talked weeks back on that I don't think silver's going to go below 22, and it really hasn't yet. It's gotten close to it. This is the time to get more. Take your unicorn $5 and get more silver now. We're not, people say we're investing or we're buying. No. You're protecting your wealth. You're taking it outside the system, and nobody knows you have it. The government don't know you have it. The banks don't know you have it. And if the banks question you, what are you doing with your cash? It's none of their business.
You're converting your paper, your unicorn fart dust. I think you called them dollars, but you're converting them into real metals, which is still blows my mind that I can take paper and trade it for real metal. We got some interesting news about inflation. Inflation is such a hot topic these last few years. And when inflation dies down, the narrative in the market, that's going to be very, very good for the precious metals prices. It seems like inflation could be cooling. And there's a lot of different top analysts who are now pointing to the fact that we are actually, maybe even have lower inflation than what the government's reporting. I know that we like to talk about how the prices of everything have gone up, but if we suddenly turn the corner and we get into almost a deflationary environment, that could be super positive for the precious metal prices. Any thoughts on that, Chris?
Well, Ron, let me ask you this. Have you been in the grocery store lately? Have you seen many prices drop? I'm seeing gas where I'm at up, Ron. It's up 30, 40 cents a gallon in the past 2 weeks. Everything evolves around the price of oil. Oil goes up, everything's going to go. Everything else will rise behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at yellow trucking now, gone. So these businesses have to find another company to get their products, and if that's going to cause shipping rates to go up, that's going to cause inflation to go up.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Ron, but I don't see too much stuff going down right now at the grocery store, and that's what they don't count inflation at. They don't count oil, housing, or food in the inflation report. It's like hitting.
Yep.
So
interesting times, but I will tell you, Chris, and I know you don't agree with me on this. If we turn the corner on inflation and it happens quickly, okay, and are some signs out there that things are, if the economy grinds to a halt, right, the economy slows down and inflation starts to crash, prices start to go down, the Fed is going to react aggressively to reliquidate the economy, and that will be rocket fuel potentially for the silver price and gold price. It'll be interesting to see. Again, we've talked about this extensively, how things will play out over the next 3 to 6 months. But there are some indications that that inflation is actually now starting to draw down. We'll see, like I said, how it all plays out. What about, you wanted to touch on and warn everybody out there about fake silver on eBay, I think it was?
Yes, I would just take a minute before I get to that, Ron. Everybody to like, share, and subscribe. The more likes we can get, it sends the algorithm out to everybody else who's on Ron's Basement, and that helps get more people involved. So if you all can type, yeah, tap the like button. Cut that one out, Ron.
You're fine.
Tap the like button. That would really be appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing you mentioned this in one of your videos, Ron, this week. If you see silver at below spot, especially silver eagles right now, or anything really, and I'm talking way below spot. I've seen 2 rows of silver eagles 2023s on eBay, 2 new sellers, one from Germany and one from Australia. And the first time they're selling anything, they had 0% feedback and they were selling for like $297 a roll. And they say it's mint sealed. Well, you can pull that mint seal. If you do it very carefully, Ron, you can pull that mint seal back, dump the real ones out, and fill it with fake stuff and ship it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so please, everybody, if you see something, if it's too good to be true, it probably is fake.
Yeah, you're not going to get silver below spot price if you're buying it from a company. If you're buying it from your uncle or it's being given to you by your grandpa, then you're going to get silver for below spot. But if you're buying it from anyone, especially online, you're not going to get silver for below spot. Chris, thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate you and your time.
You want the numbers real quick for this week?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, we always do this at once a week. So, real quick, thank you for your time, Ron, today. Yeah. I know you're on vacation here, but silver over the past 30 days. Now, this is all past 30 days. Silver was only down 54 cents or 2.13%. Gold was actually up $9.50 or up 0.49%. Platinum took a hit at $17.80 down over the last 30 days, or down 1.19%. And our friend Bitcoin, you remember last week it was down over 11%, Ron? Well, Bitcoin made a little bit of a comeback. But Bitcoin's still down $1,233.32, or 4.03%.
Wow.
So that says something about gold. Gold's kind of hanging in there. Silver's hanging in there. I mean, you know, 54 cents over the last 30 days. That's nothing to that's really nothing to panic about here.
Right.
I mean, that's why I use the 30-day chart, so people know I'm constantly on the 30-day chart. And yes, it's a very short-term chart. Yeah, you can go out longer than this, but the 30-day chart really shows what's really going on, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I thank you for your time, Ron.
Yeah, Chris, thank you. On behalf of everybody, right? You're very generous with your time, your information. We aren't selling, excuse me, anything. So we, like I say, for everybody watching, thank you, Chris. And we will, as always, plan on seeing you next week.
As always, Ron, I'll be back.